Hi, welcome to Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. We're doing mission 10, facing the Enigma. If you just want to know how to dodge the drones, skip ahead to about 6 minutes. We're going to take a slightly scenic route. First up on the way to the POI to pick up the dead drop, I stumbled across this, which was, I couldn't believe I hadn't hacked, and there's some pretty good hacking software in it. I thought I'd cleared pretty much everywhere out, but there's also a place at the end I discovered too. There's one on the right, not so much in it. Anyway, you'll get this mission after completing the NSN hack for Alejandra and also doing Smiley's task, which I've just done, but I can't remember the details. Right, Stanek, of course. Anyway, I had to actually go back and look. Anyway, loot the car trunks on the way as well. You never know what treasures you might find in here. The dead drop is right by the metro station. It's actually mentioned on the very first piece of intel that you get from the hidden thing in Jensen's apartment right at the beginning of the game. Anyway, there's a little J you'll see there. To do this successfully, you're going to need remote hacking or some EMP stuff or the Tesla to deal with these drones, or Ghost. You can just ghost your way through if you like. Remote hacking is going to make it much easier though. Here's the thing that we just got from the dead drop, and the other pocket secretary was a code from that lockup at the beginning, and there it is there. I don't know, 0610 for something. Anyway, moving on. In here I realised I'd picked it apart pretty early in the game, so this is a load where I've only picked up like one Praxis kit maybe. I haven't even got jumpy legs at this point, but we'll go for a little explore so you can see what's there. You can hack this keypad. I think she gives you the code for it as part of the mission, so you might not have to hack it. You can always use a multi-tool, but there's a stopworm software in there. Now inside just on the left is breach software there, so don't miss that. There's also an ebook on the table as well, and some painkillers. And some other hacking software in these drawers along with the credit chip. When you're done there, open this vent and pop on in, and you'll come into a little area at the back. You can drop down this way. There's another way in that we can go as well through the sewers, and I'll show you that too. We're actually going to exit that way, so you'll see where it all hooks up. Anyway, once in here, you can go into the bathrooms. You can sneak under there. There is a vent up on the wall, which you need jumpy legs to be able to credit chip there as well. Jumpy legs to go out the other side, but it just leads back to the same place. You can use this to escape the drones later if you like. Whatever you favour. I haven't demonstrated the ghost avoiding of the drones. I've showed how to kill them. You know how to ghost. You just activate ghost and go straight past them, so it's not that challenging. To do that way. Don't miss the triangle code in this room. That's pretty important too. So there's a breach software triangle code and an ebook. They're probably the most important things to worry about. A couple of biocells, and again you can kind of check all these vents, but there's no explorer bonuses. They kind of lead back to the areas. This is Janus's room. There's some bits and pieces to grab in here. You won't be able to do it when you walk in. A cutscene will fire up, so grab those before you go and deal with the drones. We're going to drop down into the sewers as well to explore that. This vent in the room where the triangle code was is the one that leads down to the one with the jumpy bit before, back towards the bathrooms. Now, as I mentioned, we'll come this way when we get the drones, but there's a few things to explore that's going to be a little difficult to do while the drones are active, and you may not care about that. First, on the left, a keypad. Hack that. I think there's a couple of bits of software, stopworm and reveal. There we go. So get those. There's a weapons crate there, and there's a safe along to the right next to a dude. Make sure you don't throw anything at him, because he'll get really upset. I picked up one of those and chucked it at his face without realising. Anyway, hack your way through here. I think, yeah, just 100 credits, so I ended up skipping the data stores in that, but if you want them, take them. Some Typhoon ammo and a couple of stem processor chips as well. And then there's a bit more experience to be got by exploring, so I thought I'd cover that now. There's a door here that we're going to have to go through later. I'd already opened that from the other side with remote hacking, but if you're coming from this way, what you can do is open it and just back up. If you've got remote hacking and look through walls, you can do that too. Ghosting it is not going to be possible if you're coming from this side because the door will set it off. But go down these stairs. I'm not jumping off because I haven't got Icarus landing at this point, and stick around this wall here. Don't go in there, that's the wrong way. Jump over here. There it is on the map there. Level 2 on the sewers. Move that crate, come up here, and you'll get a 200 explorer bonus when you hit the room at the end. More importantly, there's a safe with a 340 experience data store in it, which is pretty tasty. So don't miss that. There we are, see at the top. You can actually go straight for the control node as well, and grab the data store that way. quite why I've decided, no, you can't, I'm lying, sorry, there's only an arrow pointing out of it, so be careful. I think I use stealth on that because it's quite tough and it's quite early on and I don't have fortify yet. Anyway, a good bit of software in there, but mostly we're doing it for the experience. Then head back and hug the left wall as you go around, not in there, but up here. There we are, and into this little hole here, which isn't marked on the map at all. We're going to go through a passage into this bit that seems to be on its own here, and you'll get another 200 explorer for going down here. There we are. And there's some crafting parts, and I think, what was it, hyperstim? I can't even remember. Anyway, back up the ladder and head back into the main room. So you probably want to do all that before the drones arrive, just because it's easier. Especially if you're going to be ghosting your way out. So from the triangle code, which I missed on my first run through, so I've just gone back to grab it. There's Janus's room there. You'll see it's got all the computers in it. It's kind of hard to miss. All the TV screens. You can go through the ceiling vent if you like. Either way, as soon as you enter that room, this cutscene will start. Janus is remotely connecting with you. He'll talk to you about Orchid and the fact that you're going to have to break into the bank vault to find out more about it. Then he'll blather on for a little bit about Paige and Mandalay and some others, and eventually you'll get 500 experience and some drones will come in. If you want to ghost past them, my recommendation is to use this vent up here. Stay high and just ghost your way around down to the sewers. If you don't want to, there's a few ways you can do it. If you've got remote hack, you can use that. If you've got EMP ammo, you can do that too. And if you've got the Tesla, you can do it that way. The best way to get ghost is to disable all these guys and then shoot them one by one while all are disabled. So you see here, if you can use a silence weapon too, that's ideal but not essential because there's not very much actually nearby. If any of them look like they're about to run down before the time is out, you'll see how I deal with those as well. Here it is with the Tesla. As long as you stun them all before shooting any, you'll still maintain ghost without any trouble at all. So then drop down, you can see here one's only got that 8 seconds left on it. I wasn't sure I'd have long enough, so I just reapplied another Tesla. It's harder to do, obviously, remote hacking. You can't hack until the hack's up. Now the easiest way to get out of here is, again, if you've got remote hacking, to break through all these frag lasers. So disable them with your remote hacking, or you can ghost through them if you prefer. You can also shoot them in that fashion. Just don't be standing too close when you shoot them, otherwise they'll kill you, so make sure you save before you do that. But then you just go out the way you came in, essentially. Up this ladder, up the next ladder, through the vent here, and out through the room that you came in through. Out through the room that you came in through, there you go, 500 getting things done, and 200 ghost, yay! If you don't want to do that and you want to carry on down into the sewers, you're going to meet 2 more drones. You might want to go this way. Whatever you do, if you've got remote hacking, I'd recommend taking those frag lasers apart just because experience. Then use the Tesla on that guy. It's okay if he goes suspicious. I thought I'd double Tesla'd, but clearly hadn't. And then you want to make sure that that one's disabled too. Again, remote hacking is probably a better angle here because you'll get more experience for it, but I just wanted to demonstrate and also just use the Tesla. Now the only thing to make sure of, save before this room. It's fine if people get panicked. You will still get Foxiest of the Hounds because panic doesn't count as an alarm. And you'll still get Pacifist because you can shoot drones. That's not a problem because they're not people. Just make ssure their explosions don't kill anyone. For those frag lasers, you can just go underneath them if you want. Remember that door that will have the lasers on it if you haven't remote hacked those from the other side, and you can just shoot that propane can from a distance as well, and that will disable those frags. Watch out for these gas mines. You can remote hack them, or you can just sneak up very slowly, which is actually easier because the band to stop them one's really small, but you won't get the experience and you can just disarm them that way. But grab those and then head up this ladder this way and you'll come out by the Tech Noir exit where there are some more frag mines or EMP mines or something that you can hack there if you want to, but you'll get 500 and another 200 for Ghost either way. After doing all that, what did we get, like 1500 experience I think, plus 200 for Ghost. Stanek will chirp up and go, hey dude, Allison, I got away and Allison's in trouble and oh god, please help, and I don't know what to do. So we will take that on in the next mission. You're actually going to have to make a choice about which of 2 options to do. I'd recommend the bank, but I'll cover them both. Anyway, on the left, the Harvester. No, the previous mission, in case you haven't done that. Terrorist one. There's Nosy. Hello, Nosy. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!